Hi, Branden Wilson, partner at HHM CPAs. We've been talking a little bit about related finance companies and what all that means, and now we want to kind of focus in on how do you know if it makes sense for me and my dealership? Because there are additional costs involved. You've got additional filing requirements. You got to have your own separate staff, collections people. So there is a certain threshold of portfolio size where it makes sense. For me, what I've seen, my opinion is once you kind of get closer to that $1 million in receivables, then it probably makes sense to start looking at it because of some of the benefits that we've talked about in some of the other videos. It is kind of a case-by-case situation, and depending on the type of car that you're selling and your credit quality of customers, could be $500,000 of receivables as to when it actually makes sense. And those are case-by-case scenarios that we can look at and help you kind of understand if it does make sense. All right, so once you've looked at everything and you feel comfortable, we've decided that it does make sense. What is next? That's the question that I get emails and calls all the time. I think I'm ready for the related finance company. What do we do next? Well, I mean, the first part is you've got to set up a separate legal entity. It's got to have its own federal identification number. You got to get all of your state and local licensing set up, all your occupational licensing. You need to have a separate mailing address, a separate phone number. These are all some things that the IRS has kind of said, you need to have this, this, and this, and this. You got to check all these boxes to make it a legal separate entity. Go ahead and have a separate bank account set up. And probably the most important thing that you want to remember is don't commingle the funds. You want to keep your dealership books and accounting records separate from the related finance company books and accounting records. If you're interested in learning more about related finance companies, check out our other YouTube videos. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.